Guys, it's Megan. I'm a coach at Create Your Future, and today I have another great success story about how a client manifested the perfect Valentine's Day and share everything she wanted, including talk of marriage. So, before I get started, there are links in below. Links below is coaching. I am available for coaching to help you figure out your blocks. Also, I have an amazing course. This client also took the course and was able to accelerate her relationship with her partner to manifest the perfect version of him to get exactly what she wanted from him as well. And that we all deserve to have what we want in our life. So again, the link is listed in the description below. So to the story is this. She wanted to manifest a Valentine's Day, but she was also, sometimes I notice people kind of deny what they want because they're afraid of failure or afraid of rejection. But when you really understand how these concepts work, you stop fearing rejection and you become aware of what you're thinking. So the first thing is she was aware that she was being fearful of Valentine's Day. She was fearful because he had forgotten her birthday a couple of months ago. He got her nothing for her birthday. So, Valentine's Day was coming up and she was not excited about it. In fact, she said she hated Valentine's Day because she had a self-fulfilling prophecy that on Valentine's Day, bad things happen to her. So we also had to work through that as well. But the big thing is that she recreated him to be the specific person, loving person, and manifested the perfect, most romantic Valentine's Day that she wanted. And she did that, I'll go through it. Like I said, she took the course as well, and that course is very detailed. You can work at yourself. Self-paced with the course if you want to, so you can pause it, and that's what she did. And then we were able to talk about some things in coaching as well. So anyway, what she was afraid of was, like I said, she was afraid she was going to be disappointed for Valentine's Day because he had forgotten her birthday, and she really just wanted romance and flowers. And so, her story, when she realized her story in the background was that she saw her SP is still having baggage over his ex, because every time she thought about him, she's like, well, I bet he bought her flowers. I bet he was romantic for her. So that was one story going on in her head. She also had a story that he was not romantic. She also had a story that he was forgetful, a story that maybe he just was kind of selfish. He wasn't sentimental. Maybe he just didn't care about holidays because he even said, oh, Valentine's Day, that's still a thing. Okay, so that was a story she was kept telling herself, okay, about her specific person. Now, everybody's us pushed out so they conform to us. They have no free will. So he was continuously going to act that way until she was able to stop her thoughts. Okay, so again, as I said in the beginning of the video, the first thing is we have to be aware of what we're thinking. So she was aware of what she was thinking. Okay, so that's how she created her SP. So that's how he was going to show up because she kept telling the story. As far as herself, she was telling the story about herself and relationships that she was unlucky in love. Everybody else got flowers. Oh, I can't even look at Facebook, Instagram, social media, anything, because everybody else is going to be getting flowers except for me. I'm the girl that never gets this, okay? Everyone else gets these great gifts. Okay, so that was a story she was telling about herself and about him. Well, she was able to turn it around because guess what, guys? He showed up at her house with flowers, a beautiful bouquet of flowers, and a really nice card that said, I am so grateful for you, and you have my heart, and I love you so much. He also planned a great dinner for the two of them. It was a candlelight dinner at a really fancy restaurant, really nice restaurant. And he said, I only have eyes for you. You're the only one for me. And these are some things that she was like rehearsing in her head with her inner conversations with him as well. And guess what? At the end of the night, he had also said before prior a couple weeks ago that he never wanted to probably get married again. At the end of the night, he said, you know what? I do want to get married again to you. I love it. So what'd she do? She stopped reacting and stopped telling that old story about him being somebody that's not sentimental, that's forgetful, that is someone who forgets her birthday, that's such a jerk. She stopped thinking about those things. She revised those things. So she stopped telling that story. She recreated him and recreated the relationship and recreated the concept of herself. And she relied only on her imagination. Okay. And she did that through intentions by being very clear of what she wanted, not reacting, and also seeing the best in him and herself and the relationship. It is so vital, you guys, to see the best in somebody else, because as Neville says, it's self-torture if you're going to see something bad, say, project something bad on somebody, because it comes back to you, because no one has free will. So you're projecting onto them your perception of them. So it's always in your best interest to project a favorable circumstance or favorable traits that you want on your specific person, and stop those inner conversations of saying that they're not sent, like this client, that he's not sentimental, that he might still have feelings for his ex, or he has baggage, or he's not romantic, or he's forgetful, because guess what, they're going to continue to show up that way. So she stopped telling that story, told a new story that he's romantic. She had an imaginal scene to imply that it was done. She had a mantra. She worked on inner conversations with her specific person. She worked on her self-concept to see someone who was worth all these things, that could have anything that she desired and wanted. And she saw him as someone who wanted to give these things to her, and wanted to be romantic, and wanted to make her smile, and wanted to be in this relationship. And that's what she did. So she recreated him. She went through that whole entire course, figured out the blocks, figured out the story she was telling, stopped telling that story, use her imagination, use imaginal scenes, inner conversations, her mental diet, and took full responsibility for what she had created, but realized that she could change it really quickly. I mean, this happened really fast. These things don't have to take a while. So again, the number one thing is being aware of what you're thinking. Don't be scared of all those negative thoughts. Be aware of what you're thinking, so then you can turn it in and create that imagination, imaginal scenes, those inner conversations, that mental diet, those intentions, all those things, to create the reality you want. So that's what this client did. And she was able to have him show up, and he had never done that. I think they've been together for a year. He showed up with flowers and a sentimental card, and he was saying things to her through the inner conversations of, I want to be with you. I'm so happy and grateful for you. I only have eyes for you. And even the talk about marriage. And, she did this, and she realized that her intentions win. This is her reality. This is your reality, you guys. You can create and have anything you want. So I'm so happy for her. And I am here for you guys to help you figure out what's standing in between you and your manifestation and your blocks, or if you need some help just to cheer you on. Or also, you can also check out the description below for the course that I've created. Because again, a lot of people are having a lot of success. My clients are having huge success with that. And my goal is for you guys to really take these terms and really take this stuff. And I keep saying over and over again, but not to be just hearers of the word, but to be doers, and realize there's no rejection out there. Okay, it's just feedback, and taking that and seeing the power that you have, because you all deserve to have what you want. And remember, everything's empty and meaningless anyway. To her, she's met the flowers. She made it mean that was his love for her, and there's nothing wrong with that. That specific goal, that specific attention. I intend for my specific person to bring me flowers, to shower me with love, to give me a card on Valentine's Day, to plan something, okay, to tell me he wants to marry me. Those are the intentions, and with those intentions, you have to create a new story. You have to see the person as a new person, a different person. And only focus on the favorable outcome that you want, the favorable traits. Stop looking at the unfavorable. Stop telling the old story. Stop reacting, and only focus on the end that you want. And again, if you need help, I'm here to help you figure that out. And also, my course is listed below, that you can work on that at your own pace. It's about 40 minutes of course, and it is a lot of great activities for you to work on as well. Okay, guys, I hope this helped you. Have a great night. Thanks. Bye-bye.